What is up, everybody? This is Leon, and we are back with another God Mode video. Today, we're going to be looking into the fonts. Have you ever seen a font on a website that you just wanted, you didn't know how to get it? You wonder where your fonts even come from. Where does Word find your fonts at? You got friends that got fonts, and you want them too. How did they get them? They won't tell you. Well, you're going to find out today. Here we go. Alright, so we know how to get into God mode. We've gone over that. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. I'll put it in the description, and I'll put a link up above right now. Alright, so we know that we got all sorts of nice little sweet shortcuts in God mode, and we want to check out what the fonts do. What do the fonts do? Let's start off with the change font setting. Right here is pretty much allowing you to show and hide your fonts. You can delete your fonts as you need to. If you got too many fonts, you don't know what you want to get rid of, you just want to get back to basics, you can restore your font settings to the default ones that come with Windows. Windows has a set of fonts that it naturally comes with. Preview and delete, or show or hide. This is where your fonts are kept. You got all sorts of them in here. Most of these come with Windows. I've installed a couple, but like this is one of my former favorites to use. If you click on that, it shows you what the fonts look like at different sizes, and it allows you to print them out to see if you like what they look like. You can check out the letters. Is it going to be big enough on my page? Is this too small? What is it going to look like in different sizes? What's going to make my page look good? This is where you find that out. All right. You got a private character editor. I'm going to try to bring this over. Here we go. If it'll cooperate. Yes, cooperate. Yes. So this is pretty much a character editor. You can edit your fonts. I'm not going to go into this in great detail, or any detail at all. If you want to check this out, if you want me to go through using this, leave a comment, and leave a comment or a suggestion down below, and I'll go through that in another video, because that's not what I want to go over right now. Right now we're talking about how to get these fonts, not how to edit them. We want to know where to get them from, and since that's what you're waiting for, that's what we're going to find out right now. Oh, let me go down to view install fonts. It's just like the preview and hide fonts area. It's just showing you all the fonts that you get. Same function. Click on it. Shows you what fonts you got. Shows you how they look in different sizes. Alright. Okay. So, how do we get those fonts? Well, I'll tell you the way I do it. They have free websites out there. The one I use is called fontsquirrel.com. And they have what's called a maturator. Now there are other sites out there as well. There's one called What the Font. There's one called What Font Is, and I think there's another one out there. I can't remember the name of it. But all you got to do is Google font identifier, and it'll list them out. It'll list them out for you. But I like this one because it's easier to sift out the free ones for me. Okay, another font generator, another font identifier might do better for you, but this is what works for me. Okay, so it's very simple to use. You make sure that when you're on fontsquirrel.com, you're under the font identifier section. Okay, and all you got to do is go to your file. Well, I didn't tell you how to get the file, did I? Back it up. So what you want to do first is you want to find the type of font that you're looking for. And all you have to do is take a screenshot and turn it into some kind of photo file, either a JPEG or a PNG. Those normally work the best. You grab that file. I've already got one because I've had to do this here recently. So I got one that I picked out. You drag it onto this little section right here, just like it says to do. It's uploading, and there it goes. So what it's done here is it's taking your picture, and it's taking your picture and it's sought out whatever it thinks might be a letter, and it's put those little red glyphs around it. It even seeks out punctuation as well. So you see how it has the top and the bottom of the C right there. It might think that's a comma and a apostrophe, but not the case. So what you want to do in this section here is you want to take the cropping and move it on out so that it recognizes those letters. Don't take it too far out. If you think you could just take it way out there, it's going to try to read that blank space that's within the cropping area. And I'll give you an example of that. I'm going to leave just a little space over here, and you'll see it'll try to see if it'll try to pick it up as an I or something like that. So once you get your space cropped out, you want to maturate it. Here we go. Let's maturate. All right, and this is what it's read here. As you can see, you see that blank space on the end? It tried to read it. Okay, and it's read every other thing. Now, the list below, down here in the distributors, these are the places it seeks out these fonts. So, Font Spring, Font Squirrel, My Fonts, Fontzilla, Fontzillion. Okay, though the first three I mentioned, Font Spring, Font Squirrel, My Fonts, those all have a mixture of paid and free fonts. Fontzillion, as you know, anything with a Zilla, a Zillion, Zillow, or whatever it is, it's normally free and open source. Okay, so I normally stick with Fontzillion, but I want to address, before we even go further in looking at these, I want to address this blank spot. See, we don't want it to read that, but it'll confuse and try not to match up our font. So what we want to do is manually adjust, because you see here it says it's caught 22, it's detected 22 shapes, but only 20 glyphs were identified. Why is that? Well, let's see. Let's click manually adjust. All right, we see all these letters. You see it tried to pick that up as an I. You see that? That's not an I. Get that out of there. You can hit that X right there, and it'll just take it right on out of there. So it won't take that into consideration when it's searching for your font now. Now up here, you see it doesn't recognize the T, and I didn't show you, but if you rewind it, when the glyphs were rendered, this T and this Y, they were in the same square. So you want to just make sure you tell this squirrel, tell that squirrel that's a capital T. And make sure that when you're trying to hit your capital letters, that you don't have that you hit the shift key and not the control key. Okay, let's try that again. Capital T. There we go. And make sure they know that's a capital Y. Remember, to get capital letters, it's shift in the letter, not control. All right. So that's, just double check and make sure all the other letters are identified properly, and they are. And let's scroll down before we can check this to only get free fonts. I like free. I love free, but if it's just something I gotta have, I will pay for it, because I do like quality too. But the font that I'm looking for is actually this first one. It's MK Sans Tall X Regular, and that's a free font. And as you can see, Font Spring is showing up with $25 for this one, $29. They're all different prices for different fonts, and you know, whatever comes closest to what you like, whatever you feel is the closest. This one did it for me. But if you only want to see free fonts, check that box and maturate it again. And as you can see, now you only get the free Fontzillions. Fontzillion. All right. That's how you do that. Okay. That's not the purpose of this video, though. The purpose of this video is to show you, well, it's part of the purpose, I guess, is to show you how to get those through GodMode. How do you get them to be recognized on your computer through GodMode? Okay, so let's minimize it. Oh, let's go back to there. All right, so we got our font. We're choosing our font here, okay? And you know what? For the video's sake, I'm gonna go get a different one. How about that? Maybe I want a little bit more bold, you know? So I'll go with Babel Sans regular. We click on it down there at the bottom. It shows you, hey, this is Babel Sans regular. This is how it looks here. This is how it looks in italic. This is how it looks regular. This is how it looks bold. This is bold italics. This is everything you're gonna get when you download this font. You're gonna get all those versions of this font. Okay, it gives you specimen renderings of different sizes. Make sure it's the one you want. Make sure all your abbreviation, I'm sorry, all your apostrophes, all your punctuation is the way you want it to look in the font. You got to go through all of that, you know, check it out. And when you decide, you go back up to the top and you click download. It's going to give you a zip file. All right, and what you want to do is you want to click on that zip file and you want to go to the fonts and you want to extract these to a folder. I'm actually going to go up one folder because I want to extract this, and I'm going to extract it to, just choose a place. I'm going to my LND file. You remember when we did the disk management video and we created the LND file? Yeah, that was fun. All right, I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put it right there, and more fonts in there. Yeah. All right, I'm going to click OK. Let's see if we get an error message. No errors. All right, let's keep this going. All right, so now we're going to go to my fonts folder, and we see we got the old one there, and we got this one, and it's got all of our other fonts in there. All right, it's right there where I put it. LND da 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 da. All right, so all we have to do from here is more clicking and dragging. So we want to go to the preview, delete, or show and hide fonts. Okay, I'm gonna make this larger. Ooh, that's shiny. And then we want to go to our folder location, and then we just want to drag those bad boys in there. I'm gonna just highlight them all, and we just want to drag them in there. Drag them on in. Oh. Well, it installed them too fast. Sorry. It installed them too fast. So, what was the name of that? It was Babel something, right? Okay, so let's go look for our font now. It should be in here. Should be in here. Oh, there they are. Babel Sans. Let's see. Yep, that's them. It put them in a folder. It's showing them to us. We can print them out. Like I said earlier, we can print them out to see if that's what we want. Yeah, different sizes. Punctuation. Yeah, it looks good. All right, and then we can go to something like, we can go to like Word. Let's go to Word. And see if we can see our font in there. All right, let's see. All right, we're in Word now, and we type in, but we don't want that font. So what do? We right click and let's see if it's in there. It's on Calibri right now. Let's see, where is the Babel? Look at that, Babel Sans is there now. Yay. So we changed it to Babel Sans. Make it bigger. It looks kind of like Calibri to me. Let's see, let's look at the difference. Babel Sans and Calibri. Yeah, there's a difference. Babel Sans. Yeah, definitely a difference. I like it though. It's a little bit bolder than the MK Sans Tall. I might use it for something else. But that's it. That's how you get your fonts. That's how you get new fonts. You can get them from anywhere and match them up as close as possible in fontsquirrel.com. and you too can be a font master. All right, that's our video. God mode, font section. Remember, if you want the font editor video, let me know in the comments. If this video was at all helpful to you, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you ring that bell so you know when the next video is coming out, because there's more God mode to come. Until then, may the Lord bless you and keep you. See you later.